Since Tinubu came, he has done nothing but inflict pain and suffering on our people. Usman Yusuf says, this must be from PDP or some other different party. But actually, generally, since Tinubu came into power as president of Nigeria, actually, Nigeria has seen pains on a different high level. The former executive secretary of the National Health Insurance Scheme, Professor Usman Yusuf, has shared his views concerning the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a former governor of Lagos State and national leader of the All Progressive Congress, was inaugurated as the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on the 29th of May 2023. The Punch paper reported that Professor Usman Yusuf, in an exclusive interview, said President Bola Tinubu has to ask himself first, is the life of an average Nigerian better today than it was 2 months ago? The answer is no. The life of an average Nigerian is worse today than it was before May 28. He added, since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came, he has done nothing but inflict pain and suffering on our people, the almost vulnerable among us. He is squeezing the masses. He should squeeze the top too. Okay, so Professor Usman Yusuf, former director of NHIS, National Health Insurance Scheme, is speaking. I know that this man has been speaking for the past few days, okay, criticizing the Tinubu's led administration. Actually, the question he raised is correct. The life of average Nigerian today is worse off than it was before May 29 that he was sworn in. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite terrible to believe and to find ourselves where we are as at this moment. It's unacceptable. Something has to be done about it. We know that the suffering of Nigeria started from the May 29 when Tinubu was giving his first inaugural speech, and he went and added to the speech that fuel subsidy has been removed, even though it was not documented in the speech, it was not part of the speech. Okay, and now since that day, after a few days later, the first subsidy or a new fuel price was announced by NNPC. And since that day, Nigeria has never been the same till today. As if that is not enough, he went ahead to then also remove the Naira exchange rate, official rate, and say it should be floating. Okay, that again automatically devalued the purchasing power of our Naira, and it became more terrible for Nigerians to survive. Okay, so what Professor Usman Yusuf is saying is actually true, and is a situation that requires immediate intervention. But the question is, does Bola Tinubu know what he's doing? Does he even understand governance? Because the way he is operating, he has proven that he does not think before acting. He does not weigh actions before taking them. He does not assess his decisions before transforming them into actions. So it's quite unfortunate that such person is leading a huge nation like Nigeria, putting everybody into economic arm's way. This is not acceptable, and something has to be done differently about it. So again, you need to ask yourself, what Usman is saying, is it true or false? I know that over 75% of Nigerians will say it is true because it is true indeed. Okay, so there are a few comments here. People are already making comment on that statement, and I know for sure that most of them will support what Usman is saying against Tinubu's administration. Professor, find whatever means and grab power in Nigeria. Your family and immediate plus your third generations to come will never be poor again. Abi, you have not seen anything yet. I think you people say you want Muslim ticket. Abi, when Muslim ticket came, some tribal and religious bigots supported it. Now it has matured, so we should be ready to suffer it. Even right now, as we speak, most people that have voted Tinubu and supported him are ashamed now and are crying for help as well. Some of them are already confessing the truth. They never knew it would be like this. Okay? So that is what bigotry can give. That is exactly what people get when sentiments block their eyes and sense of reasoning. That is it. Someone say you are right. He and Buhari. Frustration is the one killing this senseless professor. The professor was removed from office without notice. That's what is paining the shameless thief. So can anybody be as thief as Tinubu? Can anybody be as shameless as Tinubu? So what are we saying? Yeah, the guy was removed from office. Yeah, so that is Nigeria for you. Actually, when they are not in government, when they are not involved, when they don't have portfolio, when they don't have anything, that is when they speak the truth. By the time they give them office, they turn the other way around and they begin to do something different or sing a different song. Okay, example is Festus Kayamu, FFK, the likes of Oshomole and Wike and all of them. That is where they are. When they're on the other side, they can say anything as if they have sense, but when they get involved, you see a different part of them. Someone said, until we shun ethnicity and religious sentiment, else Nigeria goes nowhere. Oga Professor, how many times did you talk to Buhari when he was there as president? Tinubu has continued from where Buhari stopped. Meanwhile, if you force yourself into power in the name of it is my turn, you are not accountable to anyone. Abi? So what is happening actually, just like this Professor Usman Yusuf, you are not talking very well now because Tinubu is there. When Buhari was there and all of you were in power, what did you say? Did you cough? Did you condemn what Buhari was doing? You did not. So why talking now? Eh? Why speaking now? Okay? So until we shun religious and tribal bigotry, nothing is going to work in Nigeria. Meanwhile, this man, Tinubu, forced himself into power. He bought his way through with money, and so he sees himself as not being accountable to anybody. And so the impunity is going to be off the roof. That is the truth. Somebody says, shut up, lazy professor. What pains did Nigeria and Nigerians not experience during your brother Buhari's miserably dark age for 4 years? Yeah, so it's APC. Both Buhari and Tinubu, and for APC government since 2015 has been miserable and has put Nigeria into a situation that is unpalatable. So I have discovered that if Nigeria had divided into different countries, Yoruba nation would be the most backward nation in Africa continent. This guy, wow. That's the why complaining. But you people said you are majority. Abi? I also said that majority now, so why are they complaining? Why are they complaining? You are right, sir. He sat on gunpowder prepared down by his predecessor, PMB. Where Bola Ahmed Tinubu got it amiss is failing to apply wisdom. If he had done like our late amiable President Yaradua did when OBJ handed over to him, Nigerians would have been praising him by now. Okay, so the truth is that Tinubu government does not have anything to offer. Okay, it's just to come and kill and divide and then collect and share. That's exactly what the government is. It's never going to do anything better for Nigerians. I have to say the truth. The pain, this is just the beginning. The pain the Tinubu is putting Nigerians, this is just the beginning. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.